Hello world, welcome back to the channel. So, my post-fight thoughts of Munguia versus John Ryder. Of course, John Ryder coming off the Canelo Alvarez sweepstakes and a loss to Canelo Alvarez in which he went the distance. And of course, he's 35 years old. This was definitely, he's 35 and 6. Now he's 35 and 7. So he definitely has a couple of defeats up under his belt. This is I would say even more of a step up fight for Munguia, who Oscar De La Hoya is looking soon to get a bigger and better fight. Of course, they're chasing Canelo Alvarez, in which I can see why they would be chasing Canelo Alvarez because these are two Mexican descendant fighters. Munguia has been coming a long way. Munguia now improves to 41-0, I believe it is. When you got to look at Munguia's resume, very, very strong, and see who he's fought. For him to be 41-0 or 43-0, I'm sorry, 43-0, right? 43-0. You got to look at his record. You got to look at who he's fought. You got to look at certain things, and does it equate or equivalent to add up to coming close to the sweepstakes of a guy like Canelo Alvarez? Well, Canelo Alvarez did knock out John Ryder, but Munguia got the stoppage. In this fight tonight, you definitely seen Munguia putting in some lucrative work. I thought the fight was going to be over early, which was the second round, which he was knocked down there. Speaking of, John Ryder was knocked down in the second round. Then he was knocked down again in the fourth round. And then, of course, he was knocked down twice in the ninth round. Munguia definitely put on a show for at least the first 6 rounds. I thought it was like a smooth fight for Munguia. I thought Munguia was starting to come around, right? But then when the 6th round came, you started to see the momentum change. You started to see the energy change. And a seasoned and veteran game guy like John Ryder. John Ryder was getting off in the first couple seconds I'm not going to say first couple seconds, but the second half of the fight, rather, right? I seen a significant change in Munguia. Seemed like he was taking the back seat. Seemed he was taking some rounds off. You seen John Ryder starting to come forward. You seen John Ryder pressing forward in the 6th round, the 7th round, the 8th round. Now, Munguia did hurt John Ryder in the 8th round, but I still believe that John Ryder did enough to win that round. Now, this is going to be exciting because Munguia, again, he's been in talks with a couple of different fighters at the newly 168-pound division, right? And now you see Munguia definitely get a big win in the 9th round decision, 9th round stoppage, starting with the big right hook to John Ryder, which was the big right hook and the left hook to the body, right? Munguia has put back-to-back performances over his last couple of fights to put his names in his Canelo's sweepstakes. You also heard his promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, say he's willing to do business with guys from Top Rank, the guys from Matchroom to Zone, and of course he said he wanted Al to pick up the phone. Whatever he meant by that. But what I will say is this. My post-fight thoughts definitely concludes that Munguia is probably definitely ready for the next phase of his career. I mean, he has 43 fights, right? He has, 34, 35 knockouts to go along with those as well. I believe that he's becoming his own. I believe that Munguia is showing significant signs by staying busy. I think this is probably the best part about Munguia is him staying busy. If anything, him staying busy means a lot to his career, especially at age 27. John Ryder, who's 35 years old, right? He's towards the back end, the tail end of his career. Been in some tough fights. He had the Munguia fight. Of course, he had the Canelo Alvarez sweepstakes, which he got paid a heap of money for as well. Well, now Munguia writes his name in the record books for stoppage over common opponent between he and Canelo Alvarez. Well, we'll see. Oscar De La Hoya hinted that Canelo Alvarez could be fighting Jamal Charlo, in which we all seen Canelo Alvarez fight Jamel Charlo. So we'll see what happens next with this Hamid McGee in this situation. But I will say you got to give credit where credit is due. Hamid McGee looked phenomenal tonight. He did take a couple rounds off. He looked great with his new trainer and Freddie Roach. Looked very, very good, very solid. You've seen the 1-2s, you've seen the jabs, you've seen the jab right hand, you've seen the jab overhand rights, you've seen the jab left hooks. So he's throwing more different combinations. He's switching some things up, and that's credit to Freddie Roach. But guys, with that being said, I think we're on to bigger and better things with Hamid McGee. I'm definitely going to keep my eyes glued and hip to the street to what he does next. Oscar De La Hoya definitely has a fighter in his hand that he can definitely push to get the Canelo fight. Well, guys, you let me know what you think in the comment section below. Hello, world.